Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. In this video, I am going to get into the old story and why it is keeping you stuck and why your 3D circumstances that you keep replaying or looking back at are keeping you from ultimately creating the desire and identity that you are wanting to have in your outer reality and within yourself. Your old story is keeping you stuck in the identity of not having what it is that you desire, okay? So, for example, if you're labeling someone, in a certain avoidant or something like that, or you keep thinking about what happened, what they did to you, these circumstances, they're yours, you're super attached to them, and you get really upset when someone doesn't want to get into them with you, or you want to keep holding on to them and telling that story over and over again. I don't do that, by the way, when I do coaching. I don't get into the old story. You can tell me like a little bit, but really none of it matters because the end goal is to lock in and create the reality that you desire, okay? I don't like to waste time. I get my clients back reconciled with their person, and I teach them the correct way to be inward healed first, connected inside, and then have it appear, not just affirm and get them, and then they're coming in and out, in and out, in and out. But anyway, I don't want to go off topic here. Here's a good example for why you have to let go of the old story, okay? Because you're not going to have a new identity and a new version of you and a new outer reality until you do. Say you really want Chinese food, okay? You have a specific restaurant that you love to get your Chinese food from. But you're standing presently in a Mexican restaurant, okay? You do not like this restaurant. You do not like Mexican food. And you're standing in this restaurant and you're telling everyone around you how much you dislike this Mexican food, this Mexican restaurant. You don't like it, you don't want it, you don't want to see it, you don't want any more of it, and you really want this Chinese food at this other restaurant, but you're not going there. You're standing in the other restaurant complaining and talking about the same thing over and over and over again. You're stuck, okay? Now, to get unstuck and get to the other place that you want to go to, you have to start thinking, how am I going to get there? What do I need to do to change to get to this place that I want to be at, okay? I'm talking about states of consciousness. I'm using food and restaurants as an example because I feel like the logical mind, or you guys might understand that better. And I really love food, so that came to me as an idea. So you have to stop telling the story that you don't want more of, okay? You have to stop telling it to yourself. You have to stop telling it to other people. And you have to go within and choose a new identity of yourself to have a new reality show up for you, okay? We don't look for the proof and then become the new identity. That's not how it works. And if you're logically brained and scientifically minded, which I am, I really like to see proof, so I had to build this belief. But when you're doing an experiment, a scientific experiment, you don't look for the proof and then the experiment works. You do the experiment and prove that it works, and then it's a success. So with law of assumption, you have to realize it's a complete inner job, okay? No one is separate from you. I don't care what your person did to you, what they said to you, what happened, none of that. It doesn't matter, okay? You can change your identity inside. You can have the reality that you desire, but you have to lock in. I can help get you there, walk with you, coach you, okay, like I've done with many, many others, but you have to be willing to be open, change, okay? Not maybe this works, maybe it doesn't work, maybe I'll try it, blah, 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 blah. You got to be locked in and committed to the fact that you have the control, the I am creator inside of you. So you are the one that's creating a reality. You can't blame it on anyone else, okay? It's easy to blame, it's easy to put it onto someone else, but guess what? If it's within you, then that's great because you can just go within and change and have what you desire. So, old story, 3D circumstances, old identity, all of it has to go, okay? And you have to be the one to let go of that and create a new version of you. I just rolled out this sliding scale program. I'm not doing it for me. I have my SP, okay? I did the work. I know how to get you there. I got a nasty message from someone saying that I'm blah, 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 blah. Look at all the manifestation coaches charging $333 for a 30-minute session. I'm doing this to help people to awaken within you that you are the creator. Because once you solidify one thing, the relationship, right, out inside of you, and then it comes into the 3D, then you're going to realize that you can do anything. It's all the same formula with anything that you desire. Health, your mindset, goods, whatever. I mean, me alone, I think that just knowing it changed my whole entire mental, emotional health. And that was like my biggest, gift that I got from it. I don't even care about the things that came, that are material goods. But anyway, I'm going to do a couple success stories. This video's a little bit longer than I anticipated, but I hope the restaurants helped you understand the locations, the states within you, and how to drop that and stop staying in the place that you no longer desire to be in, okay? 2 success stories, just so you can see, okay? One client had been working on something for a while on her own. I think well over a year, maybe even 2 years. She came to me in the end of December. Things were not good in the 3D. The circumstances were not good, okay? There was like other women around, just a bunch of stuff, bunch of nonsense in the 3D. I told her to lock in to the relationship as she desired. There was some resistance, but she was pretty open and wanted it because she had been working on it so long by herself. So she locked in and stayed committed to her end, no matter what she saw. She had to have some sessions, and I had to pull her out of spiraling a few times, but she locked in, and within a very short period of time, I think by January or February, I can't remember, she was visiting the person. They lived in another state. They had moved, and they were starting their new version of their relationship. And this was, in her mind, miraculous because he didn't want a relationship. He didn't want to be with a monogamous relationship, whatever, all these things. But she had committed to the end state of them being together, married. Okay? They're still together. They're planning their future, get married, all this stuff. Okay? Another person, she met someone. They had an instant connection. He disappeared. She came to me for coaching. What do? I said, you do nothing. You go within. You solidify the end. She had much more resistance. She had other stuff going on. So now they are together, but hers took a bit longer. The point of the story is it's whatever you decide inside, okay? However long it takes you to believe in yourself that you're the creator and lock in and don't let anything knock you all over the place and get what you want. And don't block yourself, okay? If things come into your reality, it's for a reason. There's no coincidences. I want you to know that, trust that. If someone offers you help and awareness, take it, okay? If you want coaching, send me a message. Otherwise, I hope this video helps you understand